Hey everyone. So today, today we're going to talk about the number one thing you need to be successful in jiu-jitsu. Everyone's answer is always going to be different. So it's not like you're allowed to have a different answer. This is just my number one thing I need to be successful in jiu-jitsu. And then you're going to hear Onyx's number one thing. So I really think, would you like me to go first or second? You go first. Okay. So for me, my number one thing to be successful in here is it's all connected to like not getting burnt out, and keep trying to get better and all these things. What it is for me, it's passion. Okay. If I'm enjoying what I do, I'm going to keep doing it. And a lot of people sometimes will lose their passion in jiu-jitsu and they get burnt out and then they eventually quit because they're just like taking competition too seriously, or they get too competitive inside their gym and they'll just like, it'll take the fun out of it for them. But yeah, for me, my number one thing is passion. Okay.
I like it. I would say, sticking with the major themes, I think, HGH, grease. I think all of those things will make you really good at jiu-jitsu. In all seriousness, I would say, yeah, drive. I think is very important for to keep you coming because if you're having success but you're not like coming to the gym often, that success is going to start not being there anymore, and then a lot of people will start losing their heart after that. Once they lose the little bit of ego that they gained, then they're like, well, I don't want to go through all that again and start getting my ass kicked every day. You know what I mean? So I think I'd agree with you. I think, I think just continuing, coming to the gym on a consistent basis, 3, 4, 7 days a week, whatever you can manage. But as long as you're keeping a level of consistency as much as you can, what I mean? Everybody has like life things that happen, what I mean? Your sister's dog's boyfriend's cat got sick, what I mean? You got to take care of it. But, when that's over, maybe message your coach, let them know you're still really about it and that you're about to be back soon. Come back to the gym, get it done, and that's really all it is consistency. And not just showing up though. I feel like that can often get misconstrued. Showing up, training with like a purpose. Actually like downloading the information that's coming through. Anyone can walk into a door and stand on a mat for an hour and a half and then leave, what I mean? But actually like picking up something, learning something, digesting the information that you're receiving, working on things that you have weaknesses on, making the most out of the time that you do have. I think they're important.
Yeah,
I mean, said like 4 different things.
Can you sum it up to one thing? If you had to just choose one like word for your number one
word, definitely not. Maybe sentence. I'll be like, most important thing for jiu-jitsu: consistent training with purpose
for success. That's what that's going to make you successful.
Absolutely.
Yeah. See, like it's just a little bit different, and that's okay. I think everyone's going to have a different answer. You definitely have to find what is going to be your number one thing for your success in jiu-jitsu. A lot of people, don't have, like you said, don't have that goal or don't have like the tool to make them successful in here, and then eventually just fizzle away. Yeah, I mean, another person like that, like I look up to a lot, it was Kobe Bryant. He would always say how much, he loves basketball, how much passion he has for basketball. And that kept him like his work ethic really, really well, kept him disciplined. It kept him, trying to accomplish like all those big goals, but he just still loved to play basketball. And that's what it ultimately came down to, For me, I have, like a bad, like you said, like some people have like bad times in life. Like the worse my life got, the more I trained. I use this like therapy. I use this like for, a way to kind of like, plug out the matrix for a little bit and just kind of live in the moment. Cause like the jiu-jitsu will just have you that intense focus that you can only think about jiu-jitsu, right? Because like, oh, someone's trying to choke you. You can't really, think about my cat's sister, something,
Yep.
what I mean? So like that intense focus is really, that starts to get, really becomes therapeutic for me. Kind of let all my worries and things go away, or put them on the sideline for a little bit. And then once I log back into the matrix by stepping outside the gym, I will start to, be able to have a clear mind and start handling those things a little bit better and easier. So a lot of people like say when their life gets hard, they just kind of need to, stop training. And I think that's actually the wrong thing to do. I think you should train more. And I think that's going to help you figure out all those problems in life. But yeah, I mean, do you feel like you ever lost your passion since you've been training? Was there a moment in time that you ever lost your passion?
Mm. I think there's definitely moments that you can become easily disheartened.
Mm.
Maybe you've been training super hard, then you get an injury, right before you're about to do something big. This has happened to me semi recently, a few months ago. And, you're putting in all this work, training so hard for this really big opportunity. It was for me, it was the EBI absolute that they were having. Was going to go out and do that. And then a day before, tore up my ACL, my MCL, and, ended up, oh man, I was in the depths for sure. It was not good. But
if you want to watch that video, it's right here. There's a link to that video.
Definitely not in a very good headspace, and was like, especially when you're already in a negative place, the mind wanders. You know what I mean? Like, how is my body going to hold up ever? It's like all of these other like voices start peeking through, and it gets you in a really bad place. And it's easy to listen to those things, but I think having good people around you, good coaches, good teammates, what I mean, they help tremendously more than anything. And I'm a guy where I like, I'm at the gym with everybody, training hard, very communicable, blowing out like a lot of times when I leave, I'm very much in my own head, in my zone or whatever. But I think not relying on your teammates, but like being able to trust them and, having a good community is extremely beneficial. Underrated for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that was a dark time, but you made it through it. For me, it was like anytime I got injured or because I've been through some stuff like that too. Anytime I got injured, it was like, okay, well, I mean, it only wanted me to train more. It only wanted me to do more. Like it never got to the point that like derailed me and be like, hey, like you got to stop this because you keep getting injured. It was like, no, I just got to like train different and like alter my training. But I can never stop. I'm still really addicted to jiu-jitsu. Like I can't stop. This is my drug. Jiu-jitsu is a hell of a drug. That trademarked by me. That's my shirt. Don't take that. All right. But yeah, so like, yeah, for me, it was never going to be a question of like, I'm going to quit. But I eventually got to the point that I had to quit competition because that was taking my passion away. That made it too serious for me. And that actually kept getting me injured because I would overtrain and overtrain is what got me injured and stuff. So at some point, I know that's not right now, but at some point you would want to step away from competition because you want to be like, I don't want you to be like, oh, I don't want to compete no more. That means I don't want to do jiu-jitsu no more. Like you're going to notice that like you're going to need this to keep going in jiu-jitsu even after your competition life, you know what I mean? And maybe that's teaching, maybe that's like just occasionally training, but it's going to be hard to like just exit from your life completely, right? I mean,
catch me in 40 years at your master's division ripping somebody's arms and legs off.
Nice. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, a lot of it just every time I got injured, it just made me want it more, and it made me like I'm literally get injured and the next day I'm like training and just like laying there in side control and let people attack me and to see how long I can survive just by laying there.
Yeah, and that's just like that. What we did after my last injury, as soon as we came back, doing all the things to heal it up and get it checked out. But then coming to the gym still a few days a week just to watch, and then once I was able to at least like move a little bit, then drilling, just like let somebody try to RNC you, like start on your back and just like defend the entire time. That's all you do. Still keeping jujitsu in your mind and keeping if this matters to you, keeping that at the forefront of your mind and continuing a form of progression, if anything, where you can lend more to not only supporting the team and the people in your gym, but also, maybe working on the more strategic side of things while your body can't function as well. And then you can do that after.
But yeah, guys, that's my number one key to success. And that's not only in jiu-jitsu, that's in my life period. If I'm passionate about something, I'm going to do that to the best of my ability. I'm going to keep doing it. And yeah, I just want to enjoy what I do in life. And jiu-jitsu is that thing for me. Anything else you would like to say? When it comes to the topic of
things that'll make you successful in jiu-jitsu?
Yeah.
I think consistent training with a purpose. Well, I'll keep saying that. I think that's the big key.
Yeah, guys, let us know what is your number one key to success. And just sorry about that. That's the blooper right there.
Just exploded.
Yeah, there was a big truck that honked for no
4
apparent
people
reason
are dead
whatsoever.
There's bodies everywhere.
Oh no!
Look at that. John Jones.
Hey, John Jones is trying to be a good guy.
Maybe,
we all deserve a sixth chance in life.
I don't know. You might need a man to recount. I don't know how many.
For him, it's like 6, 7 chances in life. Maybe he's like a cat. He has 9 lives. Maybe he's on his 8th life.
Cutting it close right now.
He sure is. So I believe that you're a changed man, John Jones. Don't make me lose the bet, please. Thank you. Yeah, if you're training somewhere and you're not having fun, that's probably a huge red flag. You should probably reevaluate that. I would recommend you making sure wherever you're training at, you're enjoying it. Okay. That's going to be the key to success for most people out there. And in my opinion, is just liking to come to training. Cause if you enjoy going to training, you're going to go a lot. Okay. If you're not enjoying it, if it's a place that you don't enjoy, you should maybe look elsewhere. That's my opinion. Yeah. Do you feel like they should enjoy where they train?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like if you're not enjoying it, then something's wrong.
Exactly.
If you're coming into the gym, you're coming in upset, and then leaving upset still, and the entire time you're there is upset. There's something you got to adjust for yourself. Man. There's other things at play for you to figure out, like what your purpose is. What do you want out of this? Are you achieving that? Why aren't you achieving that? Etc. The list of questions you need to ask yourself. But yeah, you should enjoy every step of the way. Only so many times you can do this.
You gotta
not have fun.
Exactly. Yeah, you gotta love what you do, man. You gotta be passionate and enjoy it. All right, closing words. Anything you want to say to the people?
Train. It's good for you. Train hard, train often.
I guess I like to say happy, joy, right? Ren and Stimpy. You never watched Ren and Stimpy? You might be too young.
No, I've seen Ren and Stimpy. That just caught me like all the way off guard for sure.
Yeah. Happy, joy, happy, joy.
I feel like, but they were like being mind controlled. And then remember he ends up hitting himself in the head with a hammer. Yes. I don't know if that's the happy joy we're looking for.
See, guys.